Yeah, my name is Lamin. My name is Lamin. I'm with my brother here, Adam. Today is our first day recording a postcard talking about fake friend living in a foreign land. Many people have been witnessing, or have been seen, or have been experienced, how people live, how we live around people like friendship, how fake people come to our life. How they take our happiness or they take our joy. And today we're gonna talk about that with my brother from another mother. My brother gonna introduce himself and he will tell the audience where he came from too. I'm Lamin from Gambia. Welcome everybody to our newly postcard. Thank you.
Hey, hello everybody out there. My name is Adam Shak. Um, my name is Adam Shak, and I'm from Uganda. Uganda is a very small country in the Eastern Africa. So I live in Sweden actually, and I'm a friend to Mr. Lamin, as you said. Nice talking to you and sharing our ideas with you guys out there listening. Yes.
Falling, I'm just gonna say this is Africa connection, Gambia, Uganda connection, to the people, We are brothers. I know him for many years now. He's a good brother to me. I mean, we have been knowing each other for quite a long time. So, my brother Adam, what do you think about, when somebody say a fake friend or a fake person, what is your opinion about believing with fake people around? You can ask me.
You haven't even asked me how I'm doing.
Okay, how are you doing? I'm sorry, my brother. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm good, bro. Because anyway, I'm good. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good too as well.
How
Nice weather,
How is your family as well?
The family, everybody is doing fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, the topic of friends, fake friends, and real friends. It's a very wide. It's a very wide subject, very wide topic to talk about. It's subjective, depending on who is actually talking about it, and depending on the context in which you're talking about. Because uh, like we say that sometimes we can misjudge people, thinking that they're fake friends when they're real friends, or we can misjudge people thinking they're real friends when they're fake friends.
Yeah, exactly.
So sometimes people actually go through a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes you may think they're trying to avoid you, but in actual sense you don't know that they are going through certain things,
Yeah.
which they may not be able to explain to you all the time. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So at the end of the day, I don't know how people determine this one is a fake friend or a real friend, but still you can tell a fake friend. You can tell, but sometimes we have to be careful on how we run to conclusions about friendship.
But I have a correction here. How can somebody know that this person is a fake friend? That's a real correction. How? Okay, for example, for me, it's gonna be hard for me to know that somebody is a fake friend, or I'm living with somebody who is fake around me, because the way it's hard for people to notice a fake friend. So what do you think about, how do you think that somebody have to notice that, oh, this guy is a fake friend, oh no, this guy is a good friend? How have you been living in that kind of, for myself, let me tell you a story here, my brother. I mean, I can tell you for a real fact, I know fake friends. Fake friends are the people who just come around you, they smile with you, they laugh with you, but after everything is gone, they run away. You never see them. You always see them when they need something from you. For me, that's my opinion as a fake friend, or living with people who are fake. You understand? What's your opinion about that?
I understand where you're coming from. Um, and I also try to understand your side of the argument. But I'm gonna differ a little bit from your side, because before you determine, or before you come to a conclusion that this person is a fake friend, the same question should go back to you: were you a real friend to that person?
So let me tell you. At the beginning, it was a friendship. You understand? At the beginning, I didn't know I mean, the person is a fake friend to me. I didn't know. It's hard to know people, you know. You understand, man? Nowadays, you know, people can pretend for a very, very long time. You know, but the moment they see you the side of themselves, that's where you realize, oh my God, you know, what have I done? You know, had I known, you know, I couldn't know that person. But there's no regret, you know, life goes on, you know, everything goes on, you know, and things goes on. But here is a correction, my brother. Do you have any experience, or have you been living around with people whom you feel that, oh my God, no, these people, I shouldn't live with them, or I shouldn't hang out with them, you know, in our this generation, because it's hard to know people nowadays. Oh, what do you think?
Yeah, it's really hard to know people, like you've said, because the most complicated creature on earth, or animal on earth, is a human being.
Yeah.
So the thing is that at times we tend to run into judgments very fast, because the issue is that the cultures where we come from, both me and you, we usually we rush really fast to call people our friends, but in actual sense that they are friends, because here in Sweden where we live, you don't just rush calling someone your friend. You've just met for a couple of days, and a couple of months, and then you're saying this person is my friend. So how do you run up to that conclusion? So sometimes it could come and back and bite you. So I think that yes, I've met some people actually who are not real to their words, who are fake smiles, because I can tell the difference between someone laughing with me and someone laughing at me. Yeah, someone laughing with me probably is part of the joke, and maybe they're laughing with you because what you've said is fun, and they're not laughing because they're putting you down, but they're laughing because they enjoy the conversation. But someone laughing at you, that is a different all thing together, because someone laughing at you looks at you like a clown, in one way or the other. So the other thing is that I've met a couple of my brothers and sisters, especially from the motherland of Africa, whereby they have a lot of, you know, fake smiles and fake promises, empty promises and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like I said in the beginning, that you should ask yourself in the first place, how did you meet this person? What conversations have you been having together with this kind of person? Does this person trust you? Do you know this person better off, or does that person know you better off? So there are certain red flags we see and we ignore them.
But I will not cut you, my brother. Nowadays, is it safe, you know, to tell your secret to people whom you just meet, or you call them your friend? Is it safe, you know, to tell like, for example, is it safe to tell my secret to people whom I just call friends around, whilst, you know, I have a friend who just bite me on my back? So is it really safe nowadays to talk about your things to people, or you just it's better you just keep it for you know, by yourself without telling anybody else? What do you think about that?
I think that first and foremost, it's not okay to tell people what your secrets or your private life.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you don't know what they think of you when they see you. So the thing is that I understand there are people you can trust, but trust is built for a long time. You don't just wake up in the morning and trust someone, you know, out of the blue.
Yeah, that's true.
So sometimes there are things that the conversations that are better left out, not said with the person. You don't know that much, you know what I mean? Because you don't know what they think of you. You don't know how they see you, you know. So sometimes you have to be careful on what you say. And right now we live in a sensitive world, whereby the world is very sensitive, that you have to be very careful on your language, you know, and your private life, you know. So you don't just wake up in the morning and just start telling people about your life because you've just met them. You know, the problem is that a lot of people are seeking for validation. People actually have low self-esteem, and they think, maybe if I tell this person what I have or what I'm going through, whatever, this person might accept me and stuff like that. So you have to be careful on what you open up to people, you know what I mean? Because me, I choose you to show you what I want you to see. What I want you to see, I don't show you.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, that's me. You know, that's my thing. You know, and the other thing is that I don't care what you think about me. What I think about is me, myself. You know what I mean? I respect you. That's right. You know, I don't really want to come into your business. Your business is your business. My business is my business. You know what I mean? So when you reach a time of having a conversation, me knowing your private life, that means we've known each other for a very long time. You know. And I know there are things I've tried to share with you, a little bit small things that I haven't had it from anybody or from anywhere else. So
but
that's my point.
But can you be a friend with somebody whom you are not coming from the same land, the same country? I mean, for me, actually, it's easy for me to be a friend from another country. When I see that, yeah, oh, this person we kick together, like, oh, we understood each other. Oh, this is somebody guy whom I really can trust, and this is a guy whom that yeah, we can hang out, we can do things together, But do you have that? Can you in this kind of context, can you be a friend or trust somebody else who is not from your country of origin?
First and foremost, I'm going to tell you one thing, brother. We live in Sweden. Sweden is not our country.
Yeah.
It's not our motherland.
No.
That is one point you need to know.
Yeah.
Another thing you need to know is that just because I come from this country, same country you're coming from, that makes you automatically my friend. That's not how things work. Things are totally different.
Yeah.
I have so many people I speak to every day from different parts of the world, from different cultures, and they are very nice people and kind people.
Yeah.
The Swedish amazing, beautiful, amazing, kind, nice, softest and humble and respectful. People from the Arab world, the Arabs. You find an Arab boy is so kind and nice and very, very respectful. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that there is no culture that is perfect.
No.
But I've also met people from my motherland who are kind. So it depends. The context. Another thing is that. As we bump into so many different kind of people, sometimes we need to grow up together. So I cannot know you fully. The things I may not know about you, you know what I mean? So,
I know.
So it doesn't matter whether you're from my homeland or you're from where, as long as we click. Because sometimes there's what I call it chemistry. When the chemistry clicks with someone, it is a natural flow. You can tell it.
Yeah.
And something being forced, you can still say that this friendship is being forced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or one of the two is calling more than the other. Or this one calls when he has a problem. Or this one calls maybe when they want to have a conversation. Maybe they're bored at work. Maybe they're from work. They have no one to talk to. You can tell, What I'm saying is that all of us see the red flags. But the problem is that we ignore the red flags.
Red flags, yeah. That's
because me, when I see a red flag 1, 2, then I know where to put you. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Get what I mean?
But there are some people, they are hard to notice red flags, my brother.
No. It's people notice red flags, but people just ignore.
Yeah, I know some people. It's easy for some people to notice red flags, but there are some people. It's hard for them to notice a red flag because you know why? They are hard. I mean, I don't know how I will explain it, but there are really some people who don't know or understand the red flag when somebody approach them.
No, red flags is a pattern. It's a pattern. It doesn't just happen just when you, in a click of a blink of an eye when you just. It's a pattern. Patterns that keep on coming up when you're talking to these people. It could be through your conversations. It could be through actions. So it's a pattern that it's like you having a wife or having a husband, and there's certain patterns you keep on seeing. And these patterns are going to lead to disrespect. But because you've been seeing it, because
actions.
I'm saying patterns. Patterns can be.
What do you mean about if you mean about patterns?
Small things that keep on repeating themselves.
Okay.
You understand that you don't like. Maybe you talked about it and say, hey, I think that's not right, and then that person does the same thing again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you're like, hey, I told you I don't like that, and then that person does the same thing again. So those are the small patterns. I'm telling you, they keep on following each other. So when you start ignoring those kind of small things. Then that's why things are going to end up really, really ugly, really bad. You know what I mean? So me, when I see a red flag, I just walk away, or I try to actually avoid more issues, and I find my lane. Yeah, that's what I can say. Yeah, sure.
But okay, I understand you. I understand your point of view, and of course, I have to respect your point of view. I mean, people, if you are watching, this is a Uganda Gambia podcast, live in Sweden right now. I mean, clicking subscribe for more episodes are coming on your way. Different kind of topic. We have a lot to say. We have very, very lot to say. I mean, we live in a foreign land. I mean, we have lot to explain, and we give our experience. What we have been going. I mean, through the details. So this is about the contents about fake people live around us. If you come to a foreign land, you have to be very, very careful whom will be your friend. Not everybody come around you say friend. Be very, very careful. Watch out your back, left or right, Don't easily trust people. And don't take people words very, very serious. Yes, bro. Very, very important. I mean, to my brother, my sister who wanna come to Europe, Sweden or any country, German, Norway, you just want to come to Europe, be careful, yeah? When you step in Europe, watch out. Learn the language, study, find a work, be in a better place, avoid too many friends, Just have a small cycle of friends whom you know that, you know, I mean, this guy or these people understood me. I mean, they don't misjudge me who I am, you know, who you are, you know, because we all meet here. You can meet people in a different background, different culture. We all come from different countries, you know, different backgrounds. I'm from Gambia. He's from Uganda, but he has been my friend for a very long time, and I trust my brother very. That's why today, you know, I just come to his house. You know, we talk about something very disturbing our society nowadays. You know, people have to understand and people have to know. And there are many people, you know, they are afraid to talk, to voice it out. But we are here to help people, you know, let them understand, you know, the situation, let them know what's going on, you know. But same time here, my brother, I have been, you know, noticing a lot, you know, as African living in a foreign land. I mean, one thing what I don't understand about we African, when we meet each other in the street, we don't greet each other. Like, I cannot understand that, my brother. I don't know what's your take on that.
Yeah, I have actually noticed that for the first time I came in Europe. Actually, I think that is it's a very wide subject. It's a wide subject, but I'm going to give you a few points here. I think that started all the way from the time of our could I call it the slave time when was
Slavery time.
the slavery time, because
Okay.
what the white man did was to actually divide us.
They did that.
They divided us, and then
But why do we allow that?
now I'm still coming to that. I'm still
okay.
coming to that.
Okay, sorry to cut you.
Yeah, so the thing is that the division among us, because we have so many tribes in our country, we have so many tribes.
Me too.
And the problem is that each tribe thinks they are better than the other tribe. That's one thing.
That's the mentality.
And the other thing is also poverty things. Poverty is also another problem.
A big one.
Poverty is a problem that
Sadistic.
some people, when they come to Europe and they start earning some fairly good income, they think that they're better than the other people that they see. You know what I mean? And the thing is that it's common in Africans, because Africans have had those issues for a very long time. You know what I mean? But I just think it's a real big problem. It's a disease in the Western world. We Africans, we don't. Even we look at the Americans, the black Americans, the Negroes in America, they're killing each other. They're shooting, they're unaliving each other. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a black problem. It's a black issue, not a white man's issue, but still the slave times also played a small role. But because we are almost 200, 300 years past that, I think would have, you know, done better right now. But the problem is that even the poor leadership we have in our country is also another issue as well, you know. So it's so many different factors that lead to that, you know what I mean?
But do you really think that Western people play a part on we not greeting each other when we come to a foreign land? I mean, I can tell you an example. When I came here, I mean in Sweden, you know, when you come to Sweden here, you have to go to school. I was going to a school called SFE, and brother, listen, I met this girl. I will not say which country he come from, you know, but I can say I met this girl. I tried to talk to this girl, you know, hey sister, how are you doing? You know what the sister just told me? I don't want to talk to you. I said, what? The same color, the same country, we all from the same continent, Africa. You don't want to talk to me. But in my mind, I just said to myself, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. I have to be honest. Is this white person come to talk to her? She will answer to that person, but she don't want to talk to me, and I was not interested even on her. I just want to know which country she came from, because we are all Africa. And sometimes you meet people on the street, my brother. I mean, you know, even you greet them, most of them they don't even wanna see it. They don't even wanna look at you. Sometimes I cannot understand how we African we think when we come to foreign land. You know, I cannot understand it, my brother. You know, compare how we live in Africa. You know, in Africa we greet each other. We are one people. But when the moment we leave that continent, we come to a Western continent, it's a total different story about African. You know, I think now is the right time we African to open up our mind. You know, and be together. You know, and be there for each other. Or what do you think?
I think there are a few things we are mixing up here. First and foremost,
I'm listening.
first and foremost, anybody cannot want to talk to you, whether it's a white, a black, blue, red, or it depends on the mood.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I understand where you're coming from, but still, I don't want to judge the scenario that you guys were in because I wasn't there.
no, yeah,
But
I
the
know.
point is, listen, the point is, like we live in Europe, people are stressed out. People
I
have
know.
depression.
I
People are going through a lot of things. You know what I mean? What I'm saying. What you're saying, I understand about the problem we Africans have, the vision we have, and thinking so and so is better than the other and stuff like that. But also, you also don't have to jump the fact or skip the fact that people are going through a lot here. You know, in the Western culture. You know what I mean? And sometimes you don't know how this person woke up. You don't know what is in the back of their mind. You don't know if they have any trauma behind it. So it's a lot of things that add up. But of course, there are also those ones who are just like that. They're just bad people, you know. Or they're just, okay, I won't say bad people because they're not social people. You know what I mean? Yeah, so to me, as I've grown up, I've come to learn that not everybody's going to like me.
No.
I've come to learn that not everybody's going to talk to me. I've come to learn that some people are just naive.
Okay.
Some people are just are maybe going through trauma. Some people are going through depression. Some people are going through a lot of things. So I don't judge people now anymore like I used to when I just come, because I know exactly what I'm going through. But still, I still want to agree with your point that we Africans have a problem still in terms of socializing together and working together.
Exactly.
That is a problem we have. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say everything is good. No. We have that problem.
But how can we change that? How can we change that, mentality, like, we Africans?
Most Africans, I would say most Africans, the other problem we have as well is also loss of esteem.
Okay.
Loss of esteem can also play a part in that, because they think that they can be accepted by other races and they look nice and better off.
That's the reality.
I know the point what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
And this, bro, these are the things that many people are scared to voice out. Many people don't want to talk about it. These are you want to fit in a society where you don't belong.
No, I mean, where you don't belong is a bit harsh, because I don't want to use those strong.
You cannot see me as a brother. And you don't want to accept me as a brother, but you want to accept others as a brother.
No. I mean, everyone has the right to do whatever.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that, but everybody has the right to be.
I'm saying. I mean, I understand, but it's still, you cannot force someone to accept you.
Yeah, of course, that 100%.
So my point is.
But my intention was just to, like, I approach her. Just my intention was to, we all from Africa. Oh, which country do you come from? So maybe get to know each other a little. I was even married that time. I was even married.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying probably
but,
if maybe you would have said hello another day, maybe you should have said hello, because that's what I'm saying. Because you came up with conclusion at the time, you judged straight away, and then said I'll never talk to her again.
Bro, could you imagine the first day me and you meet?
No,
we greet each other.
Yes, we are men.
I know people are different.
Yeah, we are men, but when it comes to ladies, it's different. Ladies go through certain things we don't go through. Yeah, I don't want to go into that conversation. You know what I'm saying?
I understood.
So what I'm saying is sometimes maybe you found her in a bad time. That can also be, because you have to give someone a benefit of doubt. The first time, why are they acting like this?
But
don't run into a conclusion and judge them.
But do we misjudge each other here?
It's a lot. We do that. We do that. Yeah, because me.
But I mean, only one do that. Or there are because some culture or West.
Hang on a second. Something happened to me as well. I said hello to some girl some time ago, and she kind of she didn't react really good in my hello. I was just saying hi, and after some time she met me somewhere in the tram, and she apologized to me.
Okay.
And she told me, hey brother, I'm sorry, that time I was going through a lot.
Okay.
You know? And I told her I didn't judge you because I didn't know what you're going through.
But
so that's my point. So that's the point we're also missing as well.
But
but I'm not trying to dispute your point, but I'm telling you that you have to look at things objectively.
But my
you know what I'm saying?
I understood. But my brother, but where we came from, in our countries, we greet each other. I mean, for me, my concept is, many people came here, they want to fit. Yeah, I want to be fit in the Swedish society. Of course, you can fit in the society, but accept who you are. Most of we African, we don't want to accept who we are.
And like I said, it's a low self-esteem thing I'm telling you about still.
Yeah.
That's why you see some Africans are bleaching, changing the color of their skin.
That's true too.
They're bleaching. So
I mean, they want to fit in the society.
I
want
understand,
to be white.
I understand they're going to say, you have no right to tell us what to do. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. Of course, I understand I'm not in the right to tell you what to do.
Yeah, that's true.
But
we are not here to say anybody what to do.
Yeah,
you can do whatever you want to do. I mean,
this is my opinion.
We gotta talk about our opinion as well. You can comment, and talk about what we are talking about.
when you start changing the color of your skin, to me, those are signs of
You don't accept the
low self-esteem, in my view. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I love the natural flow afro hair of a black beautiful girl.
Exactly.
Natural flow. But when you put on wigs on your heads, you want to look like a white person. You want to shake your head. I'm not attacking anyone, but I'm telling you.
I understood. Yeah.
So those are all signs of low self-esteem. You know what I mean? But I'm not judging them. That is how they live. I mean, that's how they want to live. I'm not. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not judging anybody.
I'm not judging nobody.
I'm just telling you my side of the
Exactly.
view, how I see things. You know what I mean? So don't get me wrong here and start thinking that
Nobody.
I'm trying.
We're not judging nobody. We are not judging no African here.
It's my opinion, and I'm gonna be respectful to everybody out there. I'm not perfect either. I make mistakes every day, and I'm not the best person. So don't you think that I'm great? I'm perfect. No, I'm not. But I'm telling you that the thing you talk about, things of low self-esteem. You find our girls selling bleach, Vaseline to other girls because they want to lighten up a bit. And to me, those are signs of low self-esteem. Those are signs of thinking they're not accepting who they are.
That's the thing.
They're ashamed of their skin.
Exactly.
You know.
For me, that's what I thought. Maybe
I get your point.
They feel ashamed who they are. I mean, I cannot understand how an African you have.
But I have respect for
you
everybody.
have to bleach,
So.
to be
white.
you know.
I'm not in a position of judging anyone.
I mean, to make this record very clear to people to understand, we are not judging nobody else here. I mean, we are not talking about nobody here. We are talking about our experience. You know, what we see, what we know. You know, so you people have to understand. You people have to comment. You know, write in the comment. You know what you people think about why Africans are not greeting each other in a Western country. That's the crux of why are we not doing that? You know, too many things. You know, it's going. You know, people don't do it. We don't greet each other. I mean, that's the reality. You know, that's the reality. You will meet an African on the road. You know, I mean, even you, hey, hi. I mean, most of them, they don't even want to respond to you, which I understand. That's their point, you know. You can respond whatever you want to do. If you don't want to respond, that's okay. But that's African culture. We greet each other. I mean, last time I was looking at a video on YouTube. You know, I had a Swedish saying that, you know, Swedes, they have this culture. They don't want to greet each other. I mean, that's okay here. That's their culture. That's no problem for them. I mean, I had this girl saying that even you can be going to work the same elevator with your co-workers, you don't want to say even hi to them. It's kind of crazy. For me, if you do that to me at my workplace, you don't greet me. I don't talk to you. I will go whole day without not talking to you. Because you need to, I'm not just somebody, you know me, bro. You just pass me, you don't want to greet me. What do you expect? You want me to come and talk to you? No, I don't do that. You know? I don't know, you know, many things goes through, you know.
Yeah, so I want to be respectful, and I'm going to say this one thing. I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm not perfect either. I make mistakes. I believe in God because God created us through His own image. So we're only here to judge anybody, but we're just talking about our own experience, and we're talking from a general perspective. You know, of what we see, things we see that are going on in Europe. Why most Africans are having issues, are going through a lot of problems and trauma and everything. And we have a young brother actually who unalived himself 2 years ago. He was from Burundi. I don't know if you know him. You know.
No.
Some guy from Burundi.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
I know. He's my brother too. Oh my God. Yeah, he's my friend.
Yeah, he analyzed himself and
that's a sad
but it's a guy I used to see every day, and I used to think was living a very amazing great life.
Bro, you know, one thing I regret about that, you know, that few days. I mean, I don't know, 1 week or 3 days before he do that kind of stuff, you know. I mean, I was just passing on the road, you know. See, he just shouted my name, and you know, and I stand, I say hi to him back, you know, but we didn't come to each other to talk to each other. And the next 1 week I just heard that, you know, I mean, he just hung himself. You know, it's a sad story, man. He's so rest in peace, you know. He's a good brother to me, you know.
I'm gonna use the word,
let's help each other, and people go through a lot here, and let us stop judging each other here, my people. People go through a lot here. Don't see somebody on the road, you judge him or her wrong. You don't know his story. You don't know what she's going through. Nobody know what I am going through if I don't tell you. So don't judge me wrong, my brother. You understand? Because I can understand. I have an experience on that. I mean, a friend of mine just come to me and told me that, oh, I know one friend, he told me that why you are not working, you are just here dressed nice, flowing woman. And he don't know me. And I was working that time. But he judged me wrong. So these are the problems we are having. Let's stop judging each other. That's the thing.
Okay, as I'm saying, these are my final remarks. I'm not here to judge anybody. Anybody who has misunderstood my conversation, my interpretation, I'm interpreting it in a different way. I want to say I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't want to put. I don't put anybody down. I don't judge anyone. But this is the way I see things. And my friend actually told me. Invited me to have a little bit of a conversation with him about that, and which was okay. I said, okay, let's do that. You know what I mean? And the other thing is that the other brother of ours, we don't know if I use the word allegedly analyzed himself, so we're not sure what happened. So the brother from Burundi, they say allegedly, so it's we're not sure what happened. Yeah, so that was just a disclaimer, just so you know. Then the other thing is that I want to say thanks to Lamin as well, my brother, and I hope your family is doing great as well. Yeah. But I'm gonna say this one last thing to the Africans out there, that Africans, you have to understand that we are the most disliked race in the whole world. That is a fact, not an opinion. We have to prove a lot to people to let us in their spaces. That is a fact, not an opinion. And then if we go all through that, and then we also don't like each other as then that is a big problem. We have to find a solution. We have to find the way we can try, you know, even if you smile at a brother or a sister, you don't have to talk a lot on the streets, you know what I mean? But a smile maybe could change their day. A smile could change what they're going through, you know. So I don't want to talk about people. I don't want to talk about people personally, because I have young girls who have reached out to me trying to seek for advice. Young girls here in Sweden, black girls, who are going through a lot in schools. They're being discriminated and stuff like that, and they could see some of the things.
We're gonna talk about.
I don't have proof on that.
We're gonna talk about.
I don't have proof on that. I don't have proof on that. But they've come to me and told me, and they could seek for advice from me, and I'll tell them from the best way possible I could. But I still, because I have no proof. It's their word against what those against it's their word. So, but I'm not in no any way of not believing in what they're saying, because I know they're not lying. You know, they're saying the truth. You know, because I don't know what they go through. So if we men go through that, how about our sisters? So. So I'm gonna end here, and I really appreciate.
The final word to the people.
Thank you so much, brother. Final word to the people. Subscribe to my brother here, Lamin. He's a musician from Gambia. He's a really nice guy. I've known Lamin for I've known him for almost 10 years now, 8 years, 7 years, something like that. So he's a family man and really an amazing, great guy. I call him anytime. Every time I need him, he's always available. Anytime he needs him, I'm always available. He's a cool guy. And he's a respectful guy, gentleman. You know, he's very humble. If he has made a mistake, he usually apologizes. I'm sorry, and the same thing applies to me. He's a very humble guy. He's a real friend, not a fake friend. The topic we started with. That's why I'm still with him right now. And he's a great guy. Subscribe to his channel. Share, link.
Like, comment.
Share the links of his YouTube videos to different people. Like and comment. I want to hear you. I want to read your comments and see what exactly you're going to talk about, what you have agreed with and what you've disagreed with. Exactly. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Share the link to everybody. That ring, that bell. Just tap on the bell. Whenever he throws a new video, the bell will just show you that, hey, Lamina just thrown up a new video. We're going to talk about so many different topics.
Exactly.
I love you so much, guys. And ciao. It's your boy, Adam Shak.
And the building. Thank you, each and everybody, for taking your time watching this podcast. You know, it's Lamin alongside Adams, you know, Gambia, Uganda connection to the world, you know. I mean, people, this is just the beginning. We have a lot to talk about. I mean, we have a lot to talk about. We African, the discrimination our kids are going through, some various schools or whatever. I mean, we have a lot to talk about how we are living here as people. I mean, my advice to my brothers and sisters, you know, let's come together as African. Let's come together as one human being. We respect each other. I mean, let's stop misunderstood people. Let's stop judging people. People go through a lot. People go through a lot here. I mean, for me, I mean, what I always say to my friends or whoever I talk to, I mean, in Western country, you have to be mentally ready, physically ready. Because number one, it's a lonely country. Number two, I mean, it's hard. you know, you'll still be around people, but you still feel lonely. And so you have to be strong mentally. So thank you each and everybody for watching. I mean, watch out for our next episode. It's gonna be fire. I mean, thank you each and everybody. We are not here to judge or misinterpret nobody, you know. Just don't take us wrong. I mean, just comment, like, subscribe for more and more episodes coming on your way. Thank you for now. Bye.